Hi, I'm Heather.
And I'm Ece, and this is the podcast, English as a Singing Language.
It has been so fun talking and singing about different features of English. I have had such a good time so far hosting this podcast.
I have had a great time too.
So, Ece, I think we're staying in the 70s for this episode, right?
We sure are. This is a powerful song with some powerful vocabulary and grammar.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Me neither. Let's get started. Hey, Heather. I'm so glad I found you. I have been so nervous all day. I have wanted to talk to you, but I didn't know where you were.
Oh, hi, Ece. What's up? What have you been nervous about? Is everything okay?
I have a big presentation tomorrow. I have prepared for the presentation, but I still feel so...
Nervous? That makes sense. Actually, the song I was listening to just now is a great one for when you're lacking confidence.
Really? The song you were humming sounds familiar. Was that Queen?
Yes. The song is We Are the Champions by the British rock band Queen. The song was written by the band's lead singer, Freddie Mercury, for the band's sixth album, News of the World, in 1977.
It's a really catchy song. Once you hear it, you want to keep singing it. It's really suitable for a sing-along.
It is. Even now, more than 40 years after it was released, it is still a popular song at sporting events. The home team will often play it after they win a game.
I can totally see that.
In fact, Freddie Mercury said, quote, "We Are the Champions is the most egotistical and arrogant song I've ever written. I was thinking about football when I wrote it. I wanted a participation song, something the fans would latch onto. I thought it would be nice to have a winning song that's meant for everybody."
Well, that definitely sounds like what I need to listen to before my presentation tomorrow. But what about the egotistical and arrogant part? What does that mean?
Well, egotistical and arrogant both mean that a person thinks that they are extremely important, or maybe think that they are better than they actually are.
That's not really me. I'm not egotistical or arrogant, am I?
No, you are definitely not.
How about we use confident instead?
I agree. Let's use this song as a confidence builder.
Okay, let's start with the very first line of the song. I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. What does that mean?
Gosh, there's a lot in that first part. So, to pay dues means to pay a fee to be a member in an organization. But we can also say, I've paid my dues and now I am successful. In that case, it means that you put in a lot of work and suffering to earn your success.
And sentence here doesn't mean sentence like we English teachers think of, does it? It means punishment, like paying a fine or going to prison.
That's right. He didn't do anything wrong or commit a crime, but he still had to go through that difficult time.
Okay, and how about I've had my share of sand kicked in my face? That doesn't sound very good either.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like he was bullied. A bigger, more powerful person kicked sand in his face or treated him badly. And lastly, he sings, but it's been no bed of roses. Again, that doesn't sound very positive.
Not at all. If something is a bed of roses, it means that it was something that is pleasant, easy, or agreeable. Therefore, if it is no bed of roses, it means it was difficult and challenging. Wow, this is exactly how I'm feeling about my presentation right now.
But when you hear the refrain, "We are the champions, my friends,"
and we'll keep on fighting till the end, it makes me feel like I can do anything.
Me too. And you know what else I have noticed in this song?
I think so. You mean the way Queen has used the present perfect tense in this song?
Yes, exactly. They have put in so many examples that I think it's great practice.
So, in my experience, it is often easy to confuse the simple past with the present perfect tense. What's a good way to think about it?
Well, in general, the present perfect is created by adding has or have plus the past participle. For example, I have visited Paris, or my friend has studied Japanese.
How about we have completed 2 podcast episodes?
Yes, we have. I really like that example. Once you know how to create the present perfect, one way to think about using it is that it is used for an event that has taken place in the non-specific past. It focuses on the event and not when it happened.
Okay, so I would say I went to New York 2 years ago, but I have been to New York 2 times.
Exactly. In the second sentence, I have been to New York, the important part is that you have had that experience. The specific time is not important.
That's not so confusing after all. And there are so many examples of present perfect in this song. I've made bad mistakes.
And I've come through.
And there's one more. I've taken my bows and my curtain calls. What does that mean?
You know how after a concert or a show, when all the performers come out on stage and take a bow while the audience applauds or claps for them?
Yes, especially after a really exciting show.
Right. And then if the show was really fantastic, the performers might take several curtain calls. The curtain closes, the audience claps, the performers come back out and take another bow. There can be many curtain calls after a particularly exciting performance.
Okay, I think with our knowledge of grammar and understanding of the key vocabulary, we're ready to take a listen to the song. Don't forget to pay special attention to all those present perfect verbs.
And if you're feeling like a champion, don't forget to try the listening activity. There's a link to the activity in the episode notes, as well as a link to Queen's 1977 rocking stadium anthem about facing and overcoming challenges, "We Are the Champions."
And don't forget to sing out loud.
We are the champions, my friends. As always, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of English as a Singing Language. Be sure to let us know what you think about the podcast. We love hearing from you. You can email us at singinglanguages@gmail.com or contact us on our website. And be sure to follow us on Instagram.
We also want to know which English songs have helped you to learn English. And if you have enjoyed the podcast so far, please make sure to subscribe to the podcast so you'll know when the next episode is released.
And if you really enjoy the podcast, make sure you have given us a good rating and tell your friends about the podcast. Until then, have fun and
Just keep singing.